Let's look at some ideas from arithmetic and see how they carry over to logic. If I gave you this expression right here, 3 divided by, and said, what's the answer? You'd say, huh? Right? How can you answer this? There's a problem here, right? Because we know that division is a binary operation. Meaning we need something like this. A divided by B. I need both A and B in order for this to be valid. So we'd say that the syntax here is incorrect. Right? There's a syntax problem. Well, logical operators also have a syntax that you have to follow. So if I were to say A and say, what's the truth value of this? You should also go, huh? Right? So when an expression, a logical expression, but when a logical expression, let's say when a logical expression is syntactically valid, then we have a well-formed formula. And lots of times you'll see it abbreviated as just WFF. So this right here really needs to be like A and B, right? Also from arithmetic, we say, what if I gave you this? 2 plus 3 times 4. So what's the answer on that? Well, somebody who doesn't know what they're doing may look at it one way and say, 2 plus 3 equals 5. And then we have 5 times 4, so we get 20. And another person may look at it and say, well, this is 2 plus 3 times 4 is 12, which is 14. Well, if you learn the order of operations, or you learn about the precedence of different operators, you know that the second one is what is correct, right? Because we know that multiplication and division have higher precedence than addition or subtraction. And you also have to throw in exponents and parentheses, but this is just an example right here. Well, the same is going to be true when we have things like this. I might have, A implies B, and C or D implies E. Well, how do we solve that? Well, we also have to know about precedence. So here's the precedence from highest to lowest. So highest, we'll call this 1, will be parentheses. We'll have negation below that, conjunction, disjunction. Let's put some examples. Parentheses, negation, conjunction or and, disjunction or. 5 will be implication. And 6 is the biconditional. Now I will tell you my preference, even when I'm doing arithmetic, is typically I'll just do something like this. And then there's never any debate. Okay, so I don't have to look that hard and accidentally make a mistake. I never make a mistake with parentheses. I might not be paying much attention one day and accidentally do 2 plus 3 and then get 20. Right? Same is true here. So, if I want to make sure I know what I'm doing, or if I need to be clear about the precedence, I may do something like this. So I use lots of parentheses in what I'm doing for logic, just like I use lots of parentheses for what I'm doing with arithmetic. But when in doubt, this is the order that you need to follow. Okay? And the rationale is the same. We can't have mathematical expressions and have one person getting 20, another person getting 14, and say, well, you just pick whichever one you want. We all need to get the same answer, right, in order for it to be a way of representing what's going on. The same is true of logic. We all need to be able to get the same answer, and that requires we understand precedence.